I did already. This is the one that I sent a few changes in there on the court. I think that was, you sent me that about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's how on board with the clerk you have. That's how good she is.
All right, we're going to call our village board meeting to order at 7 p.m. Please stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, Josh.
Here.
Corey.
Here.
Greg. Here. Clerk Katie. Here. I am here. Tracy. Jamie.
Yes.
Kelly.
Here.
Ryan.
Here.
Attorney Nathan Beard is present, Chief Ludwig is present, Chief Aid is present, and our new library director Samantha is present. Statement of public notice, I certify that a quorum is present and the agenda was properly noticed. Public comments, the public is encouraged to address the village board at this time regarding items on the agenda. The village is not authorized by Wisconsin open meeting law to discuss, comment, or take action at the meeting on any issue raised by public comment that is not part of tonight's agenda. Please fill out a sign-in sheet provided. Keep your comments limited to 2 minutes and state your name and address when starting your comments. Second call for public comments. Third and final call for public comments. Public comments are now over. We are moving on to reports. I do not have anything for the president's report at this time. We will move on to the fire department with the report, chief. Good evening.
Okay, we had 16 calls for the month. The fire department will be participating in the library storybook hour on June 10th. Our annual hose testing will be taking place on June 17th. Last Wednesday, May 27th, our medical director came in for training. He went over call reviews and performing BiPAP. Since all the road construction up by the interstate has started, we have seen an increase in accidents. The call on the interstate, Big Bend Fire Department responded to a 2 semi-accident on I-43 northbound just south of 164 exit. We transported 1 subject to the hospital and 1 person was pronounced on the scene. The interstate was closed for over 12 hours and our crews remained on scene the entire time assisting. We want to thank Vernon and Mukwonago Fire Departments, Big Bend Police Department, Waukesha Sheriff, and the Wisconsin State Patrol, along with AM Towing, for all of their assistance in this large event and getting the interstate reopened. We have been working on updating the engine that will be our reserve engine once our new engine arrives. We have been working with the radio tower and dispatch, going through all of the radios from DPW, the police department, and the fire department, inventorying them for the countywide upgrade coming in 2028. Final plans are being set for this year's rodeo. It is June 27th from 7 to 9 p.m. Doors open at 5. We are still looking for sponsors and volunteers to help, if anyone can help. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Chief Aid.
Made calls for service, had 5 911 cell hangups, 1 abandoned vehicle, 1 animal complaint, 6 assist fire or EMS, slipping other departments, 22 minutes for the Mukwonago Police Department, 7 hours and 9 minutes for the Sheriff's Department, and then the Sheriff's Department in Vernon, another 2 hours and 52 minutes. Issued 108 citations, 9 disabled vehicles, 2 disputes, 1 domestic, 62 extra patrol requests, 1 fraud, 57 home or business checks, 14 incident reports, 1 OWI, 1 parking complaint, 18 radar requests, 6 reckless driving, 4 suspicious incidents, 2 threats, 7 traffic accidents, 12 traffic controls, 1 vehicle lockout, 38 warnings, So far, from January 1st to May 31st, we've issued 503 traffic citations, 32 non-traffic citations, for a total of 535. As of yesterday, we've completed 39 salvage vehicle inspections, which we started back up in mid-April. Did another 4 of them today. So we're going pretty good on that. We're getting a lot of calls for appointments. Last month, the 3 emergency life ring stations were installed in the village park by the river. The money to pay for these life ring stations is donated by Loma by the River and the Big Bend Marine Lions Club. The graphics for the stations were donated by Hoopers Graphics, which also does our squads. We will have 5 traffic safety task force appointments in June. Sergeant Schweitzer just posted a list of the upcoming border ATV and safety classes on the police department Facebook page from now until later in the fall. These classes have been very popular, and we're happy to be able to provide the service to the village. And then beyond that, there's calls in the last month. You go to leisure. Any questions, comments, concerns?
Thank you. Public Works report, run through it quick for Eric. Cash potholes for the village, prep goals, ball fields for games, build potholes at Roland Cemetery, fix knockdown no parking sign at St. Joseph Drive, install the pier and weed boom for the season, set up picnic tables for the season, put the flags out on Clark Street and Edgewood. Grass cutting and trimming at Roland Cemetery, worked with the city of Muskego to clean catch basins on Industrial, Marbury, Jackson Parkway, Edgewood, and Nevins. They did some general maintenance and PMs on all the equipment and installed the HDMI cord for the boardroom projector. Library report with Samantha.
So hi, my name is Samantha Davis. I'm replacing Carla Lang, and she actually did write this. So we have for patron visits, we have 1,097 patron visits. We circulated 1,168 items. We collected 35.95 in fines, 31.65 in charges, and $14.35 in donations. We did have a sourdough event that was quite popular and had 38 patrons, and everybody got a sourdough starter to take home. We're having the story time visit to the fire department that's been rescheduled for Wednesday, June 10th at 10 a.m. And we want to say thank you to the fire department for helping make this event possible for preschoolers. And we are working on updating our library website, so if you have any feedback on that, let us know. We're trying to go with the new ADA accessibility standards, and the work is being funded by our library innovation grant. And then we do have some upcoming events. Our summer reading program begins on June 6th. And June 11th, we'll have Wildlife in Need, which will be at the Lions Club. And Saturday, June 13th, we'll have the library summer kickoff, which will be here in the parking lot, and we'll have a bunch of fun and games and prizes for people. And Carla wrote this, and she wanted to say thank you for the opportunity to serve this community as a library director. And that is pretty much it.
Welcome. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Samantha. Celebrations report. They will be doing fireworks on Friday, July 3rd at dusk in the village park. They will be also spraying for mosquitoes. Prior to the fireworks again and prior to the Rumble. Their next meeting is June 25th, so, and then they're 2 weeks away from the Rumble. They still are in need for volunteers. If you go to bigbendpool.com, there's a tab. Also, the dates for the Rumble are July 10th and 11th. Treasurer's report.
Just a couple things to note. So we did add $12,000 to our dedication investment funds, which is 50% of the dedication fees for the new Bordeaux Field subdivision. We took out money for the motorcycle squad from salvage vehicle inspection and national NAV, just as we had talked about. We did open a new account through Citizens for credit cards. This was at recommendation of our workforce tech support team, kind of help the reconciliation process go smoother for the credit cards because they're kind of tricky. That's it. Thank you.
Professional services.
I'll reserve most of my report for the closed session as it relates to that topic. The clerk, I've been working with the clerk on fulfilling some open records requests in addition to that. and just sort of getting up to speed on some things as we transition from the shorter firm. So really excited to be working with everybody. It's really a privilege, and thank you.
Thank you. Number 5, consideration of possible approval of minutes for April 30th, 2026 special board meeting.
I'll make a motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes.
I'll second it.
We have a motion by Jamie and a second by Josh. Is there any other discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
I'll make a motion to approve the April 30th, 2026 special board meeting minutes as presented. Second.
A motion by Jamie and a second by Kelly. Is there any other discussion? All those in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. May 7th village board meeting.
I'll make a motion to dispense with the reading.
There's a motion made by Greg, a second by Corey. Is there any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes as written.
I'll second it.
Motion made by Greg, second by Josh. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. May 21st, 2026, public hearing for Strickler. Josh, second by Corey. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All abstain?
I'll abstain as well, I was down here.
May 21st, joint public hearing, Ideal Core Holdings.
I'll make a motion to dispense with the reading.
I'll second it.
Motion made by Greg, second by Josh. Any other discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Second it.
Motion made by Corey, second by Josh. Is there any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All abstain?
Same, please.
Motion carries. Number 6, approval of bills, discussion, consideration, possible approval of accounts payable for Thursday, May 21st, 2026, in the amount of $86,420.10, and Thursday, June 4th, 2026, in the amount of $188,979.41, 188,979.41, for a total of $275,399.51, 275,399.51. I'll make a motion to approve the bills in the amount of $275,399.51.
Second.
Motion made by myself, second by Brian. Is there any other discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Discussion, consideration, possible action on approval for the Big Bend Police Department to purchase an unmarked police squad car. 100% of the vehicle costs paid for with local business donations. No taxpayer money is being used.
So this will be kind of we'll be selling the vehicle that's currently a take-home vehicle. It's starting to have issues with age. And we can use this one as a regular squad, and be outfitted as a regular squad. It can also be able to be used for if somebody needs to go to trainings or whatever. Kristen has she's raised about $6,000. The vehicle's $5,000. The extra money will go into any other equipment that may need, putting in a radio which will take out of the other squad.
During personnel and finance, we did improve it as long as we were saying, zero taxpayer dollars is being used because they have come up with donations from a lot of people in the area, which we are greatly appreciative for that. And as Jamie said, it would be swapping out for the other one, and then the money raised on the sale of the other one would transition over and go back into the PD account.
This is gonna be an unmarked squad, correct?
Yeah.
Make a motion to approve the new Big Bend police squad car using non-taxpayer money.
We have a motion made by Kelly and a second by Brian. Is there any other discussion?
Chief, this is coming from Norway, correct?
Correct. Norway.
I'd like to make an amendment to the motion just to include that the purchases from the town of Norway. If the board is okay with that.
Town of Norway. Any other discussion on the amendment? All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Discussion, consideration, possible action on ordinance 2026-04, an ordinance to establish a planned development overlay district pursuant to section 16.45.5 of the village code. Sure.
This is kind of a housekeeping matter. When I talked to Ben, he indicated that in the past, the way that the planned development overlay district was memorialized was through the filing of a formal ordinance. So that's exactly what we've done. We've added all the whereas clauses that were applicable to the earlier process in the two public hearings, the findings made by the Plan Commission and subsequent findings made by the village board. This is basically just a way that we memorialize the written agreement essentially and the parameters that are established by the PUD. And if you look on the page, the third page, it's section 2. That's basically it. Really the dimensional changes from the underlying zoning really involve the height of a turf training facility, the height of the prospective hotel at 45 feet, and then the athletic lighting structures of 85 feet. Those are really the only variances from the underlying parameters set by the underlying zoning. So there's two things that we've done. This is the first one that will come to you is the ordinance. The second one, I sent a copy, drafted a formal development agreement wherein the developer agrees to be bound by those same terms and conditions and the PUD, and then we file that in the Register of Deeds office, and it runs with the land such that there's never any argument that a subsequent property owner says, well, I wasn't subject to that agreement. It runs with the land and these parameters apply to the planned unit development area. So this is really just a housekeeping matter. All the groundwork on this was previously done, and you passed the motion at the special meeting at the end of April. So this just memorializes and reflects what came before.
I'll make a motion to approve ordinance 2026-04.
I'll second it.
Motion made by Jamie, seconded by Josh. Is there any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. C, discussion, consideration, possible action on request by Ideal Core Holdings LLC, applicant and property owner, for a conditional use permit, CUP, to allow an outdoor contractor equipment rental use on property. The subject property is located north of West 231, South 7680, Big Bend Drive. Tax key number BBV 2060.999.005, is 17.6 acres in size, and is zoned B4 Highway Business District. It was reviewed and recommended for approval by the Big Bend Planning Commission on May 21st, 2026.
I believe Rick is here.
Yeah.
As you evaluate the packet, I would note that on page 4 of the memo from Ben Greenberg, the village planner, he has a list, and it says that he would recommend approval subject to the following conditions, and then there are 18 items between pages 4 and 6, so you could consider incorporating those into any approval based upon recommendation of the planner.
Rick, you saw all 18 of those conditions and we're okay with them?
I did, yeah, Brian and I went over them.
Yes. Okay.
And then, probably, Rick, this is temporary, correct? Eventually, with your development plan, as things go along with the property, things are gonna change in regards to that, correct?
Yeah, that's why it was an interim, and I believe we asked for, to revisit it every 2 years.
It's just for rental equipment part of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, condition 4 is about the 2-year term. I'll make a motion to approve the CUP for Ideal Core Holdings, based on the recommendations coming out of planning and Ben, our planner, with the 18 conditions.
And is that also based upon a finding that the applicant has met the conditions as laid out in section 16.25 of the village code?
It is.
Incorporate that into the motion.
I'll second.
16.625.
25, 16.25.
I apologize. Kelly made the motion.
Greg
Greg
seconded.
second. Also adding in 16.25 for the language. Is there any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Discussion, consideration, and possible action on ordinance 2026-05, an ordinance to amend the district zoning map of Village of Big Bend on behalf of Howard R. Strickler and Maxine M. Strickler, the local living trust, to remove the AO Agriculture Overlay District from approximately 1 acre of land currently zoned R2 for the property located at South 82 West 23480 Artesian Avenue, Big Bend, Wisconsin 53103. Requested by Matthew Strickler and Madeline Strickler, applicants on behalf of Howard Strickler and Maxine Strickler, the local living trust property owners, to amend the zoning map to remove the AO Agriculture Overlay District, approximately 1 acre, for land associated with the proposed certified map for the purpose of creating a 1 acre residential lot. The subject property is located, again, South 82 West 23480 Artesian Avenue, tax key number BBB 2069.997.006, and is zoned R2 residential district. It was reviewed and recommended for approval by the Big Bend Planning Commission on May 21st, 2026.
Planning Commission had some questions in regards to things, but was satisfied. One of them didn't just access and stuff, so, for the property, and, eventually future growth will, into that property will come off of Scenic Drive eventually. For now, it's just gonna be servicing the 3 properties that are there. And the road, the driveway width is wide enough to be able to accommodate any type of emergency at this point.
I'll make a motion to amend the district zoning map for this property.
I'll second.
Is that to approve, just a clarification, that's to approve ordinance 2026-05?
That's correct.
The motion made by Barry and a second by myself. Is there any other discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. E, discussion, consideration, possible action on the certified survey map requested by Matthew Strickler and Madeline Strickler, applicants on behalf of the Howard R. Strickler, Maxine M. Strickler, the local living trust property owners, to create a 1 acre residential lot. Subject property is located at South 82, West 23480, Artesian Avenue, tax key number UDV 2069.997.006, in a zoned R2 residential district, reviewed and recommended for approval by the Big Bend Planning Commission on May 21st, 2026.
Plan Commission reviewed, this kind of goes hand in hand with ordinance 2026-05. To create that 1 acre, everything will be filed with Waukesha County as well, from everything that we were presented at that. So, I know Stricklers are here tonight in case anyone has any questions.
I'll make a motion to approve the certified survey map request for the Stricklers. Motion made by myself, seconded by Josh. Is there any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. F, discussion, consideration, possible action on the memorandum regarding attorney transition and delegation of duties. It was emailed over to everyone's yesterday. This afternoon, I apologize to review. It's just re-clarifying everything that we broke down between Shoulders and Crivello.
I'll make a motion to approve the memorandum regarding the attorney transition.
I'll second.
Motion made by Kelly, second by Jamie. Is there any other discussion?
Eventually it'll be transitioned to 100% with Crivello, but this allows us that nice smooth transition. If Nate has any questions, or Mike or John have any questions, so eventually as time goes on, we think everything's gonna end up on Nate's lap. Sorry, Nate.
No, it was very generous of them to, stay in transition. They've got an amazing amount of institutional knowledge, having served the community well for close to 40 years, I think. And I know I talked to Mike, and he's interested in kind of slowing down a little bit and retiring, and I certainly earned it. So, it's big shoes to fill, really good guys.
Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. G, discussion, consideration, possible action on new appointment to fill the vacancy on the Police and Fire Commission.
Do we have any volunteers yet?
We have one. Wendy Priest is interested in the position. There's also another person that may be interested in it, that had said that they'd be interested in it, to be open, so that person, still have to reach out to that person, so. Next meeting for the Police and Fire Commission isn't until July 15th. So,
I did post this on the village website too, to try and get more people.
so if we can, just, I would suggest at least tabling it for now until we get everything else. That would be my recommendation. I'll make a motion to that effect.
You want to defer it instead of
There you
table
go.
it?
I'll defer it to the next village board meeting.
I'll second that.
Deferred by Jamie and seconded by Kelly. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. 8, closed session. Going to closed session per Wisconsin State Statutes 19.851G, conferring with legal counsel for the governmental body who is rendering oral or written advice concerning strategy to be adopted by the body with respect to litigation in which it is or is likely to become involved, specifically to confer with legal counsel on the new notice of circumstance and claim filed against the village by three village associations.
This way?
We'll take a roll call vote to go into closed session.
Oh, of course.
Josh?
Here?
Corey? Chris? Yes. Jamie?
Yes.
Kelly? Brian?
Absolutely.
That's really fast. Not a lot.
Unanimous vote to go into closed session.